Good afternoon. Don't have a lot of space on my phone, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to keep today kind of short. Just checking in. Hope everyone's doing well, keeping up with your habits. I definitely, this last week has been a struggle for me. That's why y'all haven't seen me every day. So I know it's hard, but we got to keep going. Just finished my workout, having a quick little snack, and then I'm going to try to do some more work around the house. Right now, I got it, most of it, as far as like my room and stuff. Probably the cleanest I've had it since I moved in at one time. And some other things I want to work on, but trying to stay productive and not doom scrolling on Facebook or anything. But it's definitely been an interesting few weeks. I rewatched an anime recently, Hell's Paradise. I don't know if any of y'all have watched it. Easily one of the best anime I've ever watched. It is phenomenal. But I'd already watched it before, but having started this particular journey and then watching it again, there's something in the show that really kind of struck with me. As y'all know, or if you're new and you don't, this is a page that is, I almost fell. This is a page that is for men's mental health. That's what we're talking about here. That's what we're here for. Place for you guys to share what you're going through. We all, I know there's a lot of stigmas out there. I grew up under a lot of them. Men don't cry, all that stuff. Whoever's the loudest or strongest is right. Might is right. But, let's be real. At the end of the day, we know that being that way 100% of the time is unhealthy and unrealistic. And it causes a lot of problems. That's why men's suicide is so high. So, this is a place for everybody to talk about it. And I was going on a tangent. Like I've told y'all before, these are all unscripted. I just turn on the camera and I start talking. There's this huge political warfare, I guess, going on over the phrase toxic masculinity right now. Realistically speaking, the only people I know that are offended by it are people who defend toxic behaviors. But what is it? What is toxic masculinity? That is the whole men don't cry and all that stuff. And toxic masculinity is the reason men feel like they can't talk about these things. I see a lot of guys complaining about, oh, well, if I tell my girl something, then she throws it back in my face. Look, man, depending on what it was, you probably deserve it. I know there's been times in my life in the past where I definitely did things, and when it was thrown in my face, absolutely, it was deserved. And I think as men, that's something we need to accept, is that sometimes we are wrong. And it's okay to be wrong, but it's also okay to be held accountable. No, that's not to say, there's never cases where it's unfair or anything like that. But the point is, at the end of the day, we as men have to learn to soften ourselves. I know we want to be tough or whatever, you want to be the hero. But the truth is, in order to be the best version of yourself, it does not matter who you are. I don't care. I don't care what you do for a living. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what you believe in. in order to be the best version of yourself, there has to be a balance. And I'm going to try to wrap this up. The show Hell's Paradise, there's this whole thing called Tao and all this stuff, but there is a character in the show who cannot speak the human language. She's technically, this like divine being. And she's trying to tell the humans how to use Tao. And they need balance. The characters are, these guys that are warriors. They're samurai and ninjas. That, like, nobody you would ever want to piss off. They're super powerful. But they can't beat these really weak characters just because they can't overcome this concept of internal balance. And she describes it as stronger, weaker. And I just feel like, addressing that as far as, men's mental health, that's really what it comes down to. Like, you have to be willing to show a softer side. Meditating, yoga, get a massage, go to Massage Envy or something. It's like $40 for an hour, lay there and get pampered for a little bit. It's okay. We all need it, man. I know, some of us, depending on what we do, we've had to stand on our feet for 12 hours a day or lift heavy objects all day. Like, take care of yourself and don't feel bad about it. It might feel a little feminine to go spend a day at the spa and take care of yourself. Man, you will thank yourself for it after. So that's really kind of what I'm going to say today was about, is like learn how to find that balance within yourself. It's okay to be tough, but it's also okay to be weak. There is, I think the phrase was, the weak are the seed of the strong, and the strong are the fruit of the weak, or something like that. Like they are intertwined. They go together. It's strength and weakness. You cannot be strong without being weak. It's impossible. And acknowledging that and accepting that, I think, is one of the biggest steps for men in wanting to get control of their mental health and really start taking care of themselves. So with that, I'm about to run out of time. I hope everyone's having a great week. I love you all, and I hope you are blessed by whatever God you believe in. Y'all stay safe out there.